All right, Monique and Gary, you are in the group that includes Mimi and Fika, and you two are both absent tonight. So what I'm going to do is record their comments because it's the beginning of the planning process whereby you're going to pick the company, the Fortune 500 company that you want to work on. And so in the assignment, there's a list of all the Fortune 500 companies. And so I think one of the ways to proceed is to possibly take a look and say, oh, there's a company I know of, and they seem old and out of date. What could we do to bring them up to date? So Mimi, do you have any ideas about companies that you think need to be revamped?
I was thinking that maybe we should put some company that with really long history.
Okay.
Yeah, that may makes them that there will be a chance that their logo may be like out of date.
Okay.
But I think most of the company.
And here comes Fika wondering why we're recording. The reason we're recording, Fika, is because two members of your group, Monique and Gary, aren't here. And so we're talking about the process of picking the company that you're going to redesign.
Yes.
And so Mimi's first thought was picking some like long-standing old company, because that could mean they need to redesign.
I kind of also was thinking of Pepsi.
Pepsi?
Yeah, because we know that the university is a Pepsi school.
Okay, so the fact that Ryder is a Pepsi institution would make the redesign of Pepsi somehow more relevant for you.
In relation to
Well, haven't that, like, we haven't.
To us.
Now, I think of Pepsi as kind of up to date. You know, I think of Pepsi as often have a cutting break. And actually, come to think of that, Augustine, can I interview you for a second? What can you tell me about the controversy of Pepsi using the photograph that you had used in a sort of commercial way?
Well, Pepsi is attempting to use all the imagery from protest and the current political climate to sell a product. And a lot of people feel that that's not right and it's not their place to try and sell things using like the social issues that are going on right now.
Okay, great, thanks. So there you have an issue. It's not like Pepsi is involved in a scandal, but there's something a little problematic about the recent, I think it was like they put Kendall Jenner giving a Pepsi to a police officer, and it almost looked like that picture where the woman is, Aisha Evans is up against the police there. So if that was considered a really uncool move, maybe Pepsi needs, to kind of have some tweaking of their brand and their image and their tagline to make them be more socially responsible and not try to exploit civil unrest to sell soda pop.
Okay, you're right. We haven't really thought about it because the last time that we actually wanted to have discussion, we only exchanged phone numbers.
Okay. All right.
Exchanging ideas.
All right.
So I don't really think we should record anything right now.
But I noticed that I think Pepsi has already changed its logo because I noticed that the color and
Pepsi?
yeah, and then the shape's a little bit different from what it was used
From
to
like a
be.
yin and yang kind of thing.
I think maybe the lines, they changed the lines a little bit. Yeah, because like, yeah, it's a little bit different from what it was. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm right or not.
Now, what about some of the ones where there's like a current controversy? So like Volkswagen was lying on emission tests. Touring Pharmaceuticals are the ones who raised the price of certain medications outrageously. Wells Fargo was signing up its customers unbeknownst to them for accounts and basically, stealing from them. Any of these of interest to you? Or are they sort of too hot to touch?
Too hot to touch.
Okay.
It's going to be very difficult to talk about pharmaceuticals and also Wells Fargo.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure the only one who would know all the details would be Gary.
Okay.
But I think we should probably start with something more similar that we can actually expand it more.
Okay. Or something that you're more familiar with in your so something that you are exposed to their image more just because of who you are and how you live and what you buy and what you do.
But I noticed that the advertisement in United States, they can actually mention the names like Verizon and Sprint, like I can see in Subway, they actually compare
Oh, okay.
them too. So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do.
Well, what do you think about that? About the different carriers, the different cell phone companies that are trying to get your business? Are any of them a
Oh,
good?
I got an idea
What's
because
that?
because like Target and Walmart, they used to be like two components, and then Target changed their image, and then they become more modern, and then they become more fashionable than Walmart. Maybe we can like change Walmart's logo and its image towards to a much more than
Well, Walmart technically has a lot of controversial too.
Okay.
So I guess if we want to bring up Walmart's image, because now some stuff that we can get in Walmart can also be maybe seen sold in a Dollar Tree, but it's the same. What do you call it? Like a material. But the difference is in prices, maybe.
Okay.
We know that Walmart's already cheap.
Right. So Walmart's cheap. What's controversial about Walmart?
I'm not quite sure. I remember.
have some kind of scandal of like maybe they, yeah.
I think-
Maybe they have like some about the discrimination.
Yep.
of their-
So one of the things was basically men were getting promoted and women were not. There were allegations that if you worked overtime, you wouldn't get your overtime pay. They're famous for coming into a community and suddenly the little mom and pop stores that were part of the community are out of business because Walmart basically came in, undersold them, and drove people out of business. So those are, and then the other thing is, Walmart's products, a lot of them are then manufactured somewhere, maybe in China, and it turns out that Walmart is forcing the companies in China that produce them to engage in pretty bad labor practices in order to get the price down. But now again, there's a whole lot of political controversy there. Is that sort of more political than you want to get involved in? Or could you just say, you know, what we're going to try and do is make Walmart seem like a, you know, happy, healthy place and not get into any specifics of the controversy, but talk about Walmart as, you know, good for towns, good for people, good for humans.
I guess we can use that approach instead
Okay.
of political. Probably we can just talk a bit about it, an introduction, but we can probably find a better outcome for that because if we want to touch about political, then our slogans are going to be different, you know? And then the what do you call it? The logos and the image is going to be changed in a different perspective.
Okay.
Because like for Walmart, they say supermarket. If we
Talk about
if
political,
we
then
talk about the political approach, and then I think it's kind of not suitable to its brand image.
audience as well.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause, like,
Consumer.
its target audience. It should be, you know, like the housewife
Yeah,
or
housewives, students, because they always want to go there to buy stuff.
what they care about is, you know, the price there and then their shopping environment.
Okay. So at some level you might say, okay, if Walmart rose to power by saying, we give you the cheapest goods, but if there are negative consequences like their labor practices or, you know, what they did to get the prices down, can you then solve that problem in the mind of the consumer by saying, we're still going to have the cheapest goods, but we're going to put fairness first, something like that, you know?
Oh, I like this
know?
fairness. A place with fairness, but for a supermarket.
Yeah. What is their tagline? See if you can Google and find out what's Walmart tagline and see if you come up with. I think it's something like always low prices.
Always low prices.
Always low prices. So
Save money, live better.
okay, save money, live better. Now what about, you know, you're living better because you're saving money, but for you to live better, somebody else has to live worse. So,
And then, I think this one is like people PS it, right? Photoshop. You hate
There's
us.
like a Gripe site.
Yeah. You hate us, but you.
The
okay.
Gripe site, I think.
Walmart, you hate us, but you shop here anyway. Okay.
So the Walmart itself has been tarnished. The image itself has been tarnished.
Okay.
What we can do is turn it around using a different, probably more attractive logo. Because
Okay.
It's always like it always catches the eyes of the audience.
All right.
So the consumer always want to try something new. So when the image has been rebranded, then I believe that they would somehow forget that there's injustice in the workplace or in the
Okay.
environment.
All right.
And then at the same time, we're trying to have fairness in the workplace too, the organization, but we don't really know if we should touch.
Okay. All right. Now, I feel I've kind of sort of pushed you in that direction. So let's just pause on that and think of like some other company or some other product. I mean, you're talking about Pepsi. So is Pepsi at all attractive as a brand to want to redesign?
I kind of think it is because for me it is because in comparison with Coca-Cola and Pepsi, the color that they chose is pretty attractive because they use Coca-Cola is red, right? Red and white, so it catches the eye. And also Pepsi, the blue is very.
I think they changed it because it used to be young, and then
in the middle.
and then now it's like a basketball.
Oh yeah, you can show it too.
Yeah, I think they already changed it.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this
that's
is the
fine.
new one.
Okay, so that's the new
No, it
Pepsi.
was supposed to be
All right.
like
Yeah.
in the middle.
So
term.
if they've recently changed it, does that lead you to think, they don't need to change it again? Or what if they changed it wrong? I think it was, I'm trying to remember, some orange juice company,
Fanta?
no, did a radical redesign. They brought in this high-end designer. They redesigned it. It was a complete failure. And then they went back to what they were before. It might have been Tropicana. Look and see if Tropicana redesign failure. See if that is that gets you any hits.
But to be honest, Tropicana's juice is not that appealing in comparison because I usually just buy my juice from Whiteman's, right? And
Okay.
Whiteman's has more, has colorful packaging in comparison
Okay.
with Tropicana. But
Yeah.
I guess one of the reasons why consumers are still buying it is because the customer's loyalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so that is like one of the reasons.
Oh, I found it.
That's his reply. You don't have like a very big story stuff. Okay.
That's like
Flag immediately.
it happened in 2009. Oh, but I like this.
Yeah, I like it better.
package.
What's that?
It looks pretty good. Why don't they use it?
Okay. Okay, this is the one. So this is when Tropicana went that way, that look lasted for a very short period because consumers didn't like it. So anyway, that's an interesting.
Or maybe because it was in 2009 and then
Yeah.
people, their
Oh yeah, perception of the advertising
Yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
So right now people are more towards minimalistic. This
Yeah.
is minimalistic.
yeah, it looks like more
It looks like
much
homemade.
simple.
Send me that link as an email, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop this video now and just kind of wrap up the class. But I'm going to put this video in YouTube and put it on the Canvas site so that Monique and Gary can get it. Okay.